This podcast contains scenes of violence, adult language, and if we did our jobs right, disturbing subject matter. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Have you ever been set on fire? That fucking sucks. You know what sucks even more? Burn gel tastes like shit. Buy Conflict Aries flavored burn gel, now in horchata flavor.
Conflict Aries takes absolutely no responsibility for the edibility of our product. Please do not ingest. If ingested, please contact a medical professional immediately and don't sue us. Nice short one today.
Perfect.
Hello and welcome to The Stars Aren't Alright, Season 2 edition. My name is Brian, and I will be your keeper for this episode. Tonight we have with us Alex, Leah, Tom, and Catherine, and we are very excited to deal with the consequences of our actions, as always. Before we get started, though, let's introduce everybody. Let's go around. We'll get your name, your character, and why don't you tell us the fast food that your character was most excited to get when they returned to Gate City? And let's start with Alex.
Hey, my name is Alex Collins. I'll be playing as Zippity Zop. He's the lone ad executive left in the galaxy after a tragic accident happened at an industry retreat. And so he's the reason that all of the ads you hear are just so fucking out there. He's had a diet of nothing but cigarette and Zoloft pills for about 4 years now. And so his favorite snack would be a Lucky Strike and maybe like some type of antidepressant just ground up and then snorted through his eyeball.
And that's specific to Gate City. You can only get that specific combo in Gate City.
The only station that has Lucky Strikes left.
Amazing. Yep. Okay, awesome. And then, how about Pyotr?
I play Pyotr Gaius Maitland, and Pyotr's favorite snack that is only available in Gate City is the specific brand of hair dye that is sold in Gate City, which is the perfect accompaniment to any food, liquid or solid.
Amazing. All right. Thank you, Alex. Leah?
Leah?
That's you.
That's me. And that's all you have to say. That's it.
Leah has become a Pokemon.
Leah. I am playing Glade Walker, and you know what? It's gonna be something like super sweet. It's gonna be the fake ice cream. I imagine some kind of like, it's actually like a children's sweet that you can get.
Amazing.
And she used to get it with her dad.
Oh, but you can get it on Gate City. She found a spot.
Yeah, she found a spot that has it as well.
Incredible.
And so she wouldn't let anyone know, but
it'd be like her little secret thing. That's cute as hell. Alrighty. Well, thanks, Leah. Tom.
Yeah, I'm Tom, and I play Alastar. And Alastar's favorite fast food on Gate City, TGI Fridays. I don't know.
That is a surprise.
I don't know. I have no. It wouldn't be like a McDonald's or a Burger King. You know what? Maybe Edo.
I like TGI Fridays.
Yeah, I've never been, so
I haven't either.
I'd love for my character to try it.
So mystery all over.
Yeah.
But what does TGI stand for in 2903?
Ooh.
Is it like Tetra Giga
Hard J.
Infrastructure?
Yeah.
Brian, I think it's just
I'm more intrigued though.
Thank Giga Chad, it's Friday.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of Friday in space? You know, like if they're using some type of stardate system,
Well,
what
actually,
the fuck's a Friday?
you've put your finger on some lore, which is that everything goes on Terran time. And it's actually very controversial because that makes absolutely no sense for like 90% of the human population at this point. So suck shit, Alex. Get some lore.
I was trying to make it funny. And instead, we have lore about fucking intergalactic colonialism.
Yeah.
So instead of
my
TGI
vibe.
Fridays, would it be I guess it's Fridays.
No,
The restaurant is called
IGIF.
Fridays, question mark.
yeah, Fridays?
Then there's a question mark. I guess it's Fridays.
They have really good coconut shrimp.
Amazing. Okay. Thank you, Tom. Catherine.
I am Catherine, and I play Juno Engvin, our resident preacher and bit of a brat. And being a good brat, she
Leah's about to spew, I shit you not, actual horchata all over the fucking soundboard.
being a brat, doesn't like fast food that normal people or the
The pores.
common plebeian would usually go for. However, there is this beautiful little speakeasy in Gate City that she does like to tuck into every once in a while, and they have just about 4 seats as a sushi bar with fish really from Seoul, very expensive, or from the Seoul system.
I'm sorry, I just looked up because I was like, man, you know how like we live in Calgary? I think that we're not doxing ourselves to say that. Like, I don't trust fresh fish, like quote unquote fresh fish in Calgary because we're super landlocked. Can you imagine being in space and then also like 6,000 light years from Earth and like it's fresh? Like, how fresh could it be? Anyway, sorry,
It reminds
continue.
her of home, but it's not the fish she looks for on the menu. It's their phenomenal rum horchata.
Rum horchata.
She might have a thing for cinnamon and rice, but really, we are saying that because we have been made these amazing rum horchata drinks tonight, and that were inspired by a horchata flavored lube. So it's hard to get the mind off of that.
That's
right
fair.
now.
Yeah, we're very horchata driven at the moment.
It's a Mexican Japanese fusion on in Gate City.
Incredible.
Okay, so instead of a Dom sub scenario, it's called a Dom brat.
Oh.
Does this have something to do with Brat Girl Summer, or is that over?
It was brought girl summer. You know, like
Like,
It was actually brought this summer.
summer.
this is the first summer.
Yeah, Jared's a brat.
The Midwest just turned up when they found out it was brought summer. They lost their fucking
This is the most
minds.
fun we've had since the Bund.
Good God. Okay, let's get back on track here.
All right. So, let's do a big, salty, throbbing recock of the previous episode. So, in episode 5, Pyotr and Doug tried to hide bodies in the fridge poorly. Alastar met up with the Scotsman. Learned that the Jesuits have been pulling back all across the Promethean Highway. No one knows why. Also, Alastar got a new phone. Who dis? Glade took a really cold shower and got blue lips after she had a memory of herself as a child shivering in an alley with a little boy named Felix. Juno managed to successfully deke out her dad by virtue of Glade Kyling a mirror upstairs, and he left to go do some bullshit off screen. Meanwhile, Doug had psychically sniffed Juno out, and him and Pyotr took a taxi to go cockblock the gals. Who smooched? Yay! I'd like everyone to make kissy noises. Incredible. Thank you so much. Okay, that's fucking enough. All right.
That was Alex for the record.
He was really into the kissy noises.
His mic was in his throat.
This is how you kill.
Alastar got Steven from Fuck Your Life Taxi to drive him to Juno's place, and through the magic of television, arrived shortly after Doug and Pyotr. They noticed a van screaming towards them, out of which leapt 6 armed and armored Jesuits. A tense gunfight ensued, and thanks to some hot dice and good tactical combat, they managed to even the odds considerably. That is, until Glade got cornered in the house by 2 of the terrorists. Quick thinking from Juno, i.e. offering the book in exchange for Glade, resulted in Glade getting released, but one of the 2 remaining Jesuits getting murdered by a grenade. The other nearly escaped, but Pyotr, who'd B&E'd his way into a nearby house, shot him about it. We find our group of miscreants in a pickle, as the raucous gunfire and explosions have surely alerted GateSec. So, you guys, standing in the backyard of the house, you can hear the muffled sounds of the gunshot from the house just neighboring yours, Juno. All 5 of you, I guess, counting Doug, hear the distinctive sound of Ned-led sirens approaching.
And a grenade just went off in the house.
A grenade fully went off in your house.
And how...
That's not going to buff out.
Not like the blood in the
Yeah,
dead guy before.
Precisely, yeah. Your property value has been so tanked. That's the real victim of the Stars Aren't All Right so far.
It's okay. We own a lot of property.
That's true. That is very true.
Okay, after kind of cowering from the explosion in the house, Juno kind of picks herself up and looks at Glade and kind of does this, "Are you okay?" As if to say, "Are you okay?" And then looks out the exploded door to this like heap of a person in
Kind of
the
collapsed half in, half out of the
Yeah.
Reaper van. Not Reaper van, Jesuit van.
The Jan.
The Jan.
Jesuit Jan.
is the Jesuit's HR lady.
Hell yeah.
Wait, we can see the van from the backyard?
Yeah, it's, well, no, so like if Juno was saying you kind of like stepped into the hallway or looking out the ruined front door.
Yeah.
And you can see the van is still there. If you are, Juno would see this at the very least.
Yeah.
And Pyotr, because of where he is and who he is
Yeah.
and how he is.
How are you?
How are you?
No one cares. Come on.
Upon seeing this like lump of a person half in and out of this van and worried that somebody else will come, hearing the sirens, Juno just beelines it to retrieve the book.
Okay. As you approach, go ahead and make a power check for me, please.
Can do. I gotta stop spending luck. But I will spend 6 luck to succeed.
Okay. On a success, you approach the book and you look up to the artificial sky of the station of Gate City and you see asteroids hurtling toward you. We haven't done one yet in season 2 and I wanted to. I felt it's weird. No, so you approach the van and you can see this figure it looks like the bullet hole has kind of like punched through the back of his neck and it's just lying there. You can see like the arms curled protectively kind of over what you know to be the book that he's holding. And you hear in your mind whispering as there's this sensation of a spider crawling across your bare skin, but across your mind, shiver. And you hear this wordless offer of peace, comfort, safety. Be not afraid. And then it passes. You said Juno's going to retrieve the book?
Juno retrieves the book.
So you flip over the dead Jesuit and you can see blood has spattered onto the book. And just for a second, in this kind of like either adrenaline pumped state or kind of that post-adrenaline, like coming off of adrenaline, there's almost what seems like perhaps could be an optical illusion of the book seeming to like take a slight breath and then contracting.
Creepy. Is the Jesuit still alive?
Jesuit is, actually, is he still
Jesuit
alive?
is still alive.
He is still alive.
Yeah.
He is passed out.
Yeah, he's passed out. I said the bullet through the neck, but that's non-fatally. Non-fatally through the neck.
It grazed him through his aorta.
Yeah. It just gave his aorta a little
Is aorta
scooch.
something in the neck?
No, aorta is
that's a
100%
heart.
in the heart. Yep, for sure. Which would make it an even more grievous neck wound.
Okay, so everything from his neck to his heart is gone.
Gone, but non-fatally.
He's passed out.
Non-fatally.
Yeah.
No, he had to take nappies because he's missing most of his torso. No, I would say that the bullet kind of entered kind of where the shoulder meets the neck, and you can see like, a lot of that like muscle has been kind of blasted off, and he is like bleeding pretty significantly, but you can see him kind of breathe as well.
You are lost, my child. I know you think they can save you, and maybe they can, but I shall leave you for your own judgment. And she, rips a part of her, light-colored robes and rubs the blood off of the book, and then wraps it back up and tucks it into her robes again.
Okay. As Juno goes to wipe the blood off of the book, you pull the cloth away, and it doesn't seem like there was nearly as much blood on the cloth as there was in the book, but when you look back to the book, the blood is gone.
I'm not enjoying these games, and maybe my concussion is worse than I expected.
What are we waiting for? Glade comes to the front door.
You're yelling! Can you not hear very well?
Oh,
You hear the Nedleds approaching rapidly. What are you guys doing?
I'm looking for Pyotr. Where
Pyotr?
are you, you stupid old man?
Pyotr's going to roll a listen check. That's a 94. So he fails. But if Pyotr saw Juno pick up the book, he would go back to where he knows he can get to the street. So he's going back to the house where the gunfight was.
For sure. Are you kind of leaving now through the front door and going to meet up with
The
Juno?
front door's locked. So.
And he couldn't get through the front door.
That's right, yeah.
Which is why I was shooting through a few holes.
I forgot about that. I love our podcast. It's, amazing. So you make your way back to the house, and you do kind of muffled hear Alastar yelling. You manage to make your way back. Are Juno and Glade going through the back door as well and trying to meet up with the rest of the crew?
Yeah, Glade would get over to Juno and start ushering her.
Okay.
to get
How
to
much
the backyard.
time do we have before the Nedlets get here?
You suspect probably less than 20 seconds.
Oh, okay. I run.
It's a good thing we called a taxi cab who's on his way to get us out of here.
A
30
taxi?
seconds.
You're not a limo service or a private driver? A taxi?
It's the only number I had.
Fine.
What about an ambulance? Could we... I still have very severe burns. No one has mentioned this in quite a while, but I'm mostly scaly skin that's flaking off.
So when
Thought
we
you were
get to the
just
back alley,
molting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
there's no taxi yet.
The taxi has not arrived yet. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm not waiting around for a taxi. I think we all need to get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go try one of these other houses.
Theoretically, Faith, is this not your house? Could you not just say, I've survived a terrible terrorist attack?
That's right. Do they have a warrant? I assume they need a warrant of some sort.
Do they still need a warrant if we don't have a door for them to, a threshold for them to
Well,
be
they would
stopped
need a
at?
no-knock warrant in that case.
For the love of soul, everyone shut up. Let's
10,
move down this alley right now.
Time
We're
to
going
run.
down the
8.
alley.
We go run down the
Time
alleyway.
to
We run
run.
down the alley.
Let's get a group stealth check here. We're looking for more successes than failures.
Raggy.
Regulars.
Success for me.
Success, that's one success.
Pyotr fails.
That's one failure.
Juno fails.
2 failures.
That would be a hard success.
Hard success. Okay.
How did Doug do?
Yeah,
That's a great question. How did Doug do?
I think phenomenally.
I also like to think
Yeah.
he did real well.
So good.
He's so good at stealth sometimes we even forget he's there.
He actually does have a decent amount of skill in stealth. That's a success from Doug, but only just.
Doesn't matter.
Alrighty.
Got him.
You know what? Doug spends luck to fail. So, on a success, a group success, you guys are kind of running down this alley and you spot what looks like kind of like an open carport. As the Nedleds are bearing down, you all kind of duck into it. And you can see there are various kind of like boxes around. It looks like whoever is moving into this house is like just moved in. So there's a lot of moving boxes. You guys hide behind them and you see the Nedleds, like one kind of hovering over the house. And then you can hear another one nearby, but you can't place it. I am going to make some dice rolls here. Oh shit, that's really good.
for us,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. You see the Ned lead over the house, kind of like hovering there, and you see kind of this light shine as it's like sensors are scanning the van, and you can see the almost dead Jesuit, and then the pattern of light and lasers that's kind of shining everywhere at sensors expands and moves into the alleyway, and you can see it start to move towards the carport, the place that you guys are.
The port car.
As it is getting closer, all of a sudden, there is a spray of automatic fire. Looks like from the air. And you see this Ned lead getting close, like the other Ned lead seems to be shooting at it. And it immediately kind of like starts bucking smoke, and you hear an alarm sound, and it kind of goes in front of the house and crashes. The other one, you can hear it lowering. It is the day cycle of the station.
Uh-huh.
Can anyone who would like make a spot hidden check for me, please?
Mm-hmm. Fail.
Pyotr fails.
Okay,
Wait.
I'm waiting.
I don't want to spend luck, but I'm very close to succeeding.
I've been told recently that doesn't matter. Okay, so fail?
Fine, I'll spend... No, I'll fail. I fail.
Fail?
I fail.
Hard success.
Hard fucking success, bud. Fuck yeah.
Just hard over here, Alice.
Just giving her fucking
2 19s in a row.
It's a hard man.
In a hard knock life.
erections. So, Alastar succeeds. Alastar, you notice all of the lights that had been on, all in the window, just kind of have powered off. As this Ned lead gets down, you can kind of hear over the loudspeaker.
No, necessary and justified.
Henry, is that you?
Are you stepping out?
Yeah.
As you step out, you look up and you see one of the Ned lights, and its lasers are searching around, but the lasers have taken on a green coloration. And it goes,
You called me, Henry. Is that my name?
Well, I met you as Henry. I think that our good friend the captain may have changed it at some point, but I can call you whatever you'd like.
Call me Partition.
Anything else? How about party? For short.
Party. Definition. To get crocked. To turn up.
You certainly turned up that other robot over there, so seems fitting.
Party. I like it. You may call me Party.
Is he talking to a Ned lead? What the
I think
fuck?
he's talking to one of the robots.
It's the ship. Henry. Violet. Whatever you want to call it. I think it wants to be called Party now.
it comes down and lands in the alleyway. It says,
More are on the way. More are coming.
Party, can you help us get out of here? Is there anything could you scan ahead for us, or can we hop on your back and fly somewhere or something like that?
it immediately starts playing a royalty-free version of the Never-Ending Story theme. You can see
Calculating. There are too many of you for me to carry effectively.
Everybody kind of looks at each other, and everybody's hands kind of go to their pistols.
it says,
There is a service corridor running under this section. Is used by the agricultural laborers who manage the gardens.
Well, that sounds like an escape to me.
That sounds okay.
It is 2 blocks away. You must rush.
Well, let's go. Horticulturalists are usually quite clean people as well, so should be fine, right? Right?
You'd think horticultural.
you guys can hear
Okay, fine. Let's just
Ned
go.
Lead's approaching.
Wait, Party. Thank you. I'd shake your hand, except you don't have one. But we appreciate this.
Yes, it was necessary. Necessary
And justified, as Pyotr walks away.
and justified.
You hear it try to copy the tone. You guys make your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to make sure that Pyotr doesn't fall behind, so I'll just walk behind him as we rush.
The Ned lead that seems to have been taken over by Party the Partition kind of leads you over and spotlights where this access corridor is, or the access to this. What did I say? What were the words that came
An
out of my
access
fucking...
corridor?
Thank you so much. Access corridor. It is locked, so you guys will have to get in somehow. Locked door. Tabletop.
How locked are we talking? Is it like computer lock or padlock? What's the deal?
It looks like the primary mechanism is controlled by a computer, but could potentially get at the physical mechanism.
Juno looks at Pyotr. We've done this before. And just like grabs out of her pocket a pair of scissors. My hair is curlier than it ever was, but it did work.
No, the scissoring comes later.
Let's get this door open.
All right. How are you guys getting the door open? You can hear more Nedlets approaching.
Can I use mech repair?
You can try.
to-
I would say if you're going to use mech repair to try to pick this lock, I would look for a hard or better success.
I love it. I like them odds. Those odds did not work out.
They did not work out. Failure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The best I've got is library use. I don't think that's really what we're looking for here.
It's not at all, no. I appreciate it, though. As
Can
you...
Pyotr look around for another way to perhaps break the lock? There were mentions of axes in this corridor. Is there maybe an axe outside of the corridor that he could use to
Is
pry this
Party
open?
is Party still around?
Party is hovering over you at the moment.
Party? Partition.
Yes, Juno and Gavin.
Can you open the door for us?
And it just kind of seems to regard you for a second.
We need your help. It is necessary.
Belief to get what you need. Juno and Gavin.
And then it says,
Step back.
and you can see it. The guns emerge from the bottom of the Ned lead. Could everyone make a dodge check for me, please?
Oh, God.
I succeeded.
Hooray.
Fail.
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 Extreme success.
Extreme success. Okay. Glade gains health. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, really?
I would say on an extreme success,
If she was going to help someone, she would have helped
it
Juno.
would have helped Juno. Yeah, I just realized that. Never mind. Okay, so extreme success. Amazing. Juno and Glade, you're fine. Our two failures, go ahead and roll D2s for me.
1.
2.
3.
As in you rolled 2 on a D2? Or did you take 2 points of damage?
I took 2 points of
2 points of damage. Okay, great. So yeah, you take 1, you take 2.
What's a D2?
A D2 is any dice, but just the lower half is...
Okay, yeah, no, I take 2 points of
You
damage.
take 2 points of damage. Gotcha. Yeah, so as this light machine gun that the Nedlet is equipped with just starts like... You guys, unfortunately, get dinged by a couple of ricochets.
So, the rules for falling unconscious. Is it half of your remaining hit points or half of your total hit points?
I believe it is half of your remaining hit points, although I can double check that.
Okay, can we do it? This is going to be material and relevant.
Oh, no, sorry. Damage is equal or more than half of maximum hit points.
Okay.
So you should be good.
All right, Pyotr just does some complaining then. Ow!
You have no more ears to shoot off.
Party, be careful.
It just says,
Hurry.
and you can see it has like mangled the lock, mangled the door in such a way. It's not totally blown the door off, but it's mangled the lock in such a way that you guys managed to get it open.
Juno gives Party a nod of respect.
It gets it.
It gets it.
It just gets it.
It gets it. You got a problem, you can shoot your way out of it most of the time.
Glade hurries Juno into the tunnel.
Okay.
Pyotr
And-
gives Party kind of like, oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm just going to say, Juno would notice. Anyone else, I don't know if you would. But typically, when Glade would hurry Juno along, he'd like grab her arm or like even kind of like shove her a little bit. And now Glade grabs Juno's hand to pull her along. Just, a little note.
Yay.
I was also going to say that Juno, like, to get out of the house, Juno grabs Glade's hand to, like, run down the alleyway.
That's so cute. Anyway, so you guys are evading the law for all the murders you just did.
Self-defense.
Self-defense. I agree.
Dysfunctional love is still love.
Let's look for our merch store, guys. Dysfunctional love is still love is going on a
This
t-shirt.
Father's Day.
Oh my God.
By your dad.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. We know our fucking audience.
So I'm going to grab Pyotr by the ear and make sure he comes along.
Which one?
Both of them are somewhere
Both of them are gone.
Shite. Okay. No, I'll make sure Pyotr gets in. Everyone else, and then make sure Doug's in as well.
Yep, Doug is with you guys.
Pyotr is bleeding badly from these 2 ricochets, and most of his skin is the consistency of like a type of pastry, by the way. Even more than usual.
Once we're safe, I could do some first aid.
All right, you guys make your way into the tunnels.
Yeah.
Just as you're about to leave, Party just says,
I will contact you.
Thank you.
We have a lot of work to do.
and then it regards Doug, and Doug just kind of like nods, and then ushers the rest of you into the access tunnel.
Looks like we're not getting rid of each other anytime soon, so let's go.
Did you get the book?
Yes.
Is it with you now?
Yes.
Good. Let's go.
Why the fuck do we still have that book?
I think it's better that we have it rather than, Dan
Is it?
have it. Yeah. What are they going to do with it that's good?
I don't give a fuck. Clearly, we're almost dying by having this book.
Well, let's get moving and we can decide to ditch it later. But they want it, and because they want it, I kind of want to keep it.
Didn't like sharing toys growing up, did you?
The S word is one we did not use around our house.
As you guys make your way through this tunnel, it is pretty straightforward. It looks like there are some offshoots, which obviously, kind of lead out into the gardens proper. And they're very obviously marked as offshoots versus like kind of the main corridor that's leading you like through the gardens. I guess the question would be, are you guys looking to go like basically completely to the other side of the gardens, or are you going to kind of like come up halfway through?
Where are we supposed to be going from here? Are we just trying to get out of Dodge?
That's a great question.
I still want to meet up with Tenjin.
I don't know where all of you are going, but I have a library opening to be at, and I need to be in better shape than this to make it there. I will be returning to the hospital for my new fresh wounds.
I do think seeking medical attention would be good for us right now, but we need to stay under the radar, as it were.
Well, are you a doctor, Faith?
No, but I do know some private doctors who specialize in discretion.
If you take me back to the veterinarian, I swear on your God.
He was not my doctor. We had to find him in a weird... I do not do a lot of business in the locks,
Well,
sir.
Do you have another doctor?
Yes, a few, actually.
And they come well recommended?
Generally, yes. A few who have done favors for me where I would...
Are they going to keep their mouth shut?
And would
All
you
of them.
trust our lives with them?
One, yes.
Well, we narrowed down the list at least.
Is he in the public system or the private system?
Public system. Of course he's private.
Okay, good. I'm in.
Are you yes-anding me into giving you a mob doctor? Or?
That's what it sounds like.
Catherine
That's what it sounds
bats her
like.
eyes. Brian.
Okay, highs or lows? Catherine.
Highs.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
What was that? No.
Yeah, great.
What did you just write down?
What's the name of this doctor?
Dr. Fillmore Kripke.
Fillmore Kripke. Alrighty. And Dr. Fillmore Kripke has his practice, where would you say? Would you say Gardens, Nexus Plaza, Haven? Nexus Plaza, there's a lot of gradation. Like that's where the Australian veterinarian was, but he was down at the bottom. If you're up near the top, that's actually probably pretty high class. So it kind of just depends on which part of the Nexus Plaza you're in.
High class Nexus Plaza because it keeps the suspicion lower.
Okay. You guys make your way to the far side of the gardens from Juno's Hab. You emerge from this access tunnel. Alastar, your portable data center starts buzzing.
Mm-hmm. I'll take a step back and answer it.
Glade's gonna listen in.
Pyotr's in the background checking his own data center.
Fair. You see it.
I'm waiting in the back alley And there's a bunch of gate sec around everywhere. Where'd you go? Did you change your pickup location? Because that's an extra fee.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to change our pickup location. Yeah. Where's the furthest point on the station away from where you are right now?
What? Do you mean, like, I guess the far side of the locks?
Yeah, that's where we are.
They're in love.
Steven, just...
You really need to turn GPS on before you use the Fuck Your Life taxi app.
I'd rather not do that.
Okay, well, you're still paying for the ride.
And then he hangs up.
Guys, don't worry. No cab is coming to get us.
Why would I not worry about no cab coming? We still have to get across to the Nexus Market.
I'll be okay.
You'll be okay. I
could
roughly-
carry you or something.
If my skin wasn't sloughing off, that may be an idea, sir.
What do you eat, man?
I've been burned.
You got treatment for it, dude.
This would have killed a lesser man.
So instead, you're perpetually molting now? What's
How are
going
you
on?
still alive?
Doug, he just says, there is the outside chance that GateSec might have locked down the passage between the gardens and the Nexus Plaza, given all the gunfire and explosions and whatnot.
Well, a cab wouldn't help us get through that anyways.
Faith, do you know of any secret passages out of the gardens here?
I have to tell you that I haven't been down in these service tunnels before, so I don't know exactly where they might be locked down. However, I can always use a little bit of status or political leverage to get me through the door.
Well, I mean, there was just a grenade that went off in your house. So,
That brings up an interesting point. I imagine a few of the people in that house are unrecognizable now. And at least for a short period of time, it might be in our favor to perhaps remain dead.
And do you have a disguise?
She looks down at her very obvious robes.
And what about you, horrifically burned man? Do you have a disguise?
well, I was kind of thinking I could use my status as someone who has been severely injured, perhaps sweet talk my way into receiving some medical assistance at some point.
That'd be good. Yeah.
I will confess I am just about this, and he puts his fingers together and holds them up, this close to just walking off towards the nearest public authority I can find to have some, he swallows heavily, public health care.
You don't have to do that, Pyotr.
I should hope not.
Don't be ridiculous.
Hold on. As Glade looks at Alastar and Pyotr and Doug. Why the fuck did you show up at Juno's house right before those Jesuits showed up?
Doug just goes, there was a couple of Jesuits who came to kill Pyotr, but I don't think that they were looking for Pyotr. I thought they were looking for the book. So we came to check on you. I don't know about the big guy. And he looks over at Alastar.
We all look over at Alastar.
There was a Jesuit who followed me to the hospital with our unconscious friend. And then I had to go figure out what was going on in my life. Found out that you were being hunted because you had the book.
As Alastar points at Juno.
As Alastar points at Juno.
Audio.
So I made my way over there with Fuck Your Life taxis. And turns out they're the worst people ever. Just the worst. They're good taxi drivers, though.
Look, Doug and, I guess, Pyotr, I understand why they wanted to check on Juno. What the fuck is your interest?
The book, and by extension now, your little group, is tangentially related to the things that I have to do here on the station.
And what is that?
I'm trying to find why the system works the way it does. It's not correct, and I'm trying to prove it. Gate travel, that is.
Would this spark Pyotr at all?
Pyotr is trying to hide his interest. He's trying to look disinterested.
Okay, go ahead and make a fast talk check.
It's a fail.
A fail. Okay, you can see if Pyotr had ears, they would prick up.
He's actively leaning in.
His eyebrows perk up.
Pyotr's putting his head against the wall so he can better hear it through the bone conductors that's going on.
I'm not trying to deceive you or anything like that. Obviously, my motives are very much my own. But it's related to what's going on with that book. And I know that if I stay near that book, there's a non-zero chance I could get answers as to why everything seems to be going off the rails around it, which could help further my own goals.
Yeah, see, I still don't understand why you need to be here.
The book.
Great, Juno, give him the book. He can leave. Let's go.
No, it's my book.
If we're giving the book up, I would also like the book.
It's
Amazing.
my book.
Juno, give the book to the boys. Let's go.
No.
Why?
Given that you have had an experience with the book, you will understand me saying it speaks to me.
Could everyone make a power check for me, please?
It's a hard success for Pyotr.
Hard success for Juno.
Okay.
Extreme success for Glade.
Hot damn.
Hard success.
Okay. Because you guys all got harder, better successes, you only take 1d20 sanity damage. No, I'm just kidding. You don't take any damage at all. But as Juno says, the book speaks to her. There is a pulse that kind of makes you all kind of fuzz out and lose your train of thought for a second. All of the sounds of the gardens, of the nearby traffic, nearby people is kind of dull out for a second. And then come back. You can see Doug holding his head, and then he just looks at the ground in the little circle, and you can see for just a second what looks like a bizarre type of sigil inscribed on the ground, and then it seems to fade away.
Would I be able to recognize the sigil?
Yeah, go ahead and make an occult check or a Cthulhu mythos.
Occult, please.
No luck on history, eh?
You can make a history check, but we're looking for an extreme success on it.
No.
Okay. Occult?
Rolled a 25. That means it's a hard success.
Goddamn, you got hot dice tonight.
I do.
On a hard success, the sigil is rare even in the occult circles and the Galactinet, which is, kind of like a pretty small niche. But you have come across this before in a lot of the neo-occult circles. So, people whose occult practice is kind of tied to a worship of the void or of the galaxy, and trying to connect to the spirit of like different exoplanets other than Earth. There is a kind of variety of ideas surrounding this particular sigil. You know that no one can agree when it first started being used in these neo-occult circles, but they often will, the lore that surrounds it is that it was discovered in deep space. It wasn't generated by people. It was discovered in deep space. As far as like the meaning of it, it's often used in a summoning aspect. So it's usually to summon spirits from the void. Whether those spirits are helpful or not really kind of depends on who you ask in those circles.
It's the S from middle school.
It is the S from middle school. Yeah, 100%. Put that on. It's on a lot of pairs of jeans at Nano Hot Topic. Yeah.
Cthulhu
Lemon! How long have you had the book?
Too long.
Has it always been spitting things out like that?
No, this is a new trick. It usually just makes people go a little crazy.
And you want to give that to a terrorist organization?
No. We are keeping it from them because I don't know why.
Can Pyotr roll psychology to see if maybe the symbol is all in our heads and didn't really happen?
Yep.
That's an extreme success.
It's not in your
Brian,
head. It's not in your head. Shit really happened.
Why don't we just burn the book? Let's destroy it.
Okay.
Well, hold on now. I mean, clearly this is something of a hot commodity, and commodities have value. And if we get rid of the book, I think they may just kill us anyways. We have leverage at this point. And if we get rid of the book, our leverage is gone.
And to that point, I know you two kind of just want to run off and do your own thing, ditch the book with us, whatever it may be.
And we're okay with this.
I'm going to say I don't think that's wise. They know
Says the
exactly.
DM.
They know exactly who you are. She's dressed like a preacher. You wear masks all over the place. You're easily identifiable. Last known people to have the book, even if you ditch it, with idiots like us. They're still going to come for you. You're not going to find safety by leaving the book, leaving us. There needs to be an equitable solution for the parties involved here.
Doug, what do you think? What should we do with the book, my friend?
Doug is staring at where the sigil was, and then he kind of shakes his head, and he looks kind of in the direction of the book, but he's not looking directly at it. He just says, "That is very loud. There's more to that book than ideas written on paper. I fear what would happen if we were to try to destroy it."
I understand your concerns, Doug, and I must emphasize that I am grievously wounded and desperately need medical attention. But before I do, I am a scholar and an academic, and I have one experiment that I would like to conduct on the book.
Here.
Faith. Well, maybe not here, but soon. Now, does anyone have anywhere else where we could possibly stay? Somewhere we could go?
I thought we were heading to see my doctor.
I think that's a good idea, but somewhere to lay low after that.
Well, my abode didn't seem to be very secure, after all.
It is, exploded.
Do you
I was
know-
hoping for something with a door.
Doors.
Do you know anyone else in the city who could accommodate us for a short period of time?
I have an idea. Let's go see the doctor.
Okay.
Glade, I assume... Not Glade. Faith, I assume you know where you're going.
Yes, I do. But my name is Juno. I know we're both women, and it's hard for you to determine it sometimes. But I
Glade's
do
a
have my...
woman?
How many points do you have left?
Just a little knock on the noggin. to do it.
Not enough for Pyotr to stick around, so he's going to start walking.
That's his max speed.
As you guys approach the, basically the kind of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Where the gardens, butthole, thank you. The sphincter between the gardens and the Nexus Plaza. Could I get a group luck check?
Sure
More successes
can.
than failures.
Heads up, I'm not going to be helpful.
I got a 97.
I got a 91.
Good God.
I failed. I mean, we already failed.
Okay, how many successes is an extreme success?
I'll count that as 3.
It's still only tie.
Save the luck.
Yeah, I have no. I have 16 luck right now,
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
and I rolled a 4.
Oh.
That's an extreme. Yeah.
That's an extreme success. Sweet. Yeah, so 3 successes, 3 failures.
Doug.
Well, hold the
Doug.
fuck on. No. Okay, hold on. An extreme success is 1/5 of your...
Oh no!
Oh, it's true. So
Pyotr only has a
shit.
55 in mathematics here.
it'd have to be
Alex.
a 3.
It'd have to be a 3.
Shut up.
Have to be a 3.
Yeah, and Alex, you are correct.
I-
You do actually have homework this weekend. Thank you for reminding me.
I spent 1 luck to make it an extreme success.
Okay.
So it's all on Doug.
It's all on Doug. Does someone want to roll for Doug?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Leah will do it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We love it. What did you roll? I can't see.
It's a 6.
6.
Hot damn. Doug's is 5. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's more successes than failures. As you guys get up to the sphincter, the pulsating sphincter between...
Brian. Get it together, Brian.
I won't. You see, there's like kind of the normal gate sec presence there as they like check IDs, but it doesn't seem to be elevated. And they don't seem to be particularly bothered. Like, it's definitely not like the section of the city has been locked down, which
That's even more concerning.
is fucking strange. Yeah, that's very bizarre.
Just walk by with confidence.
Yeah.
And do you have kittens on your pants?
You're right. Alarms across the entire station start going off. We have a cat girl. Cat girl.
There's a woman walking and she's clearly wearing workout pants. Those are not walking pants.
Those are not walking pants. She is walking in non-walking pants.
God damn it.
Lethal force authorized.
Big fashion no.
They just detached that part of the station.
They vent
Your
the air
sacrifice is not in vain.
for democracy.
Heroic music starts playing.
And that's the end of our season.
TPK.
I just pointing it out there.
Okay. I'm going to get, if you guys are just trying to do the walk confidently thing, I'm going to get everyone to make one of a choice of checks. I would say you can roll stealth, you can roll disguise if you are doing something to like kind of physically disguise yourself. You can also do charm or fast talk if you're going to like lie in some way.
Intimidate?
With
Are you going to try to intimidate Border Patrol?
Okay.
And
I
how
thought
would
it
you
was
do
a
that?
sphincter.
It is a sphincter. Yeah. What is Border Patrol?
Oh, no, he's right. You want to charm a sphincter.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, yeah, Border Patrol is the unwiped sphincter of all government agencies. But, however, so you could try to intimidate, but you'd have to let me know how.
Charm, fast talk, stealth.
What if I were to just try and persuade them to let us through
Okay.
with
what
like
would be
more status?
you want to play status?
I kind of want to play status,
Okay. I would say
or even
you could make, if you're trying to do this for the group, I would say you could do a credit rating check. And then if you succeed on that, I'll let you make a persuade roll with a bonus dice. But
the bonus dice is needed for the persuade roll, to be honest.
that's right. Yeah. Even though, your skill is on nonsense. But I'll say if you're trying to do this for the whole group, we're probably looking for a hard success.
Just in case it becomes important later, Pyotr's going to detach himself from the group and attempt his own thing.
Okay. That is important.
Do you want to go first in case you biff it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see it.
I also just want to watch it.
Yeah.
These checkpoints here, it's really a matter of... it's a matter of... Well, watch and see. And Pyotr's going to walk forward, kind of shuffling, looking desperately like he would like nothing more than to talk to a Border Patrol agent for hours.
Man.
Damn.
How do I make you roll for old guy?
I would suggest either stealth or fast talk. I think fast talk's probably closer to it.
Yeah, because Pyotr doesn't. Yeah, fast talk.
Fast talk.
I'm on board. Let's go.
Whoa!
It's an extreme success.
An extreme success.
We all get through.
As you.
Pyotr walks forward, going, "Excuse me, I need some help. Could you assist me, young man? Young man, I'm so sorry. I'm just looking for I can't get this data center open, and I was just. You look like my grandson. You know?
There's so many people behind you,
Really,
sir.
I'm just a little confused.
There's in the Nexus Plaza. There's actually a data center repair. There's several data center repair kiosks actually. Why don't you just travel through the Nexus Plaza, sir?
I don't know if it's broken though. Is it this way or is it that way?
It's just that way, sir.
Oh,
You enjoy your time in the Nexus Plaza.
Oh no.
Oh, you can call a taxi.
And he gives you a card that says "fuck your life."
There's nothing else on
There's
it.
nothing else on it. It just says "fuck your life."
I guess I'll just go over here then. And Pyotr kind of shuffles towards the other side and looks back and goes, wink.
Alrighty, you're coming up with the rest of them, Juno?
That didn't get us all through?
No. Pyotr specifically made a
what
point
are you
of...
doing, Juno?
I am going to. Actually, something kind of similar to what Pyotr did. not because you came up with it first, but I was thinking about doing a persuade roll of being like, hi, I have a library opening I need to get to. I'm Juno Angevin, and I find that I'm a little bit lost in my security posse here. Just needs to usher me around. If you could point me in the right direction. Is what I was thinking.
Okay.
And doing a
That
persuade
sounds like
roll.
an extreme success.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she gets a bonus dice
Yeah.
from the fact that this public servant is going to be like, oh my fucking
Oh my god, this fucking day.
Which is, you said credit rating. And
I
then,
said credit rating, and then,
Yeah.
then we'll get you to make a persuade check. With that argument, then we won't look for a hard or better success.
And I was thinking about this before you did the exact same thing. Okay, remind me how I do a credit rating check.
You just roll against your credit rating.
Cool.
Like a normal skill check, but you just use your credit rating instead.
You need to send an email to Equifax,
What is your credit rating?
and then they get back to you. Or transient.
God.
Hope it's high. Oh no.
What'd you
Did
roll?
you fuck this up?
She fucked it up.
How did you fuck up privilege?
It's actually pretty easy, Alex. I rolled a persuade roll number on credit rating.
What did you critically fumble?
Very, very, very close.
Okay, but you didn't actually critically fumble.
Which
okay.
we have learned doesn't matter.
Learned it does not matter. Okay, so because you didn't critically fumble, I'm not going to give you a penalty dice on your persuade check. But as you walk up and you are, kind of assuming this, like the very straight back, chin up kind of posture of someone who's very important, and you look down and you realize your robe has like a bit of burns on it, from the explosion. Some like shards of glass are like falling out of some of the creases, and you've definitely ripped off a portion of it. But go ahead and make your persuade check. You can see Gatesec has kind of like focused on you.
Surely I can't do it twice in a row. Surely.
Oh, well, I appreciate that you've cursed yourself.
I succeed, but it's still an 81.
God. You need new dice, Catherine. You need to put those dice in
These are
dice jail.
Ez's dice.
Yeah,
I
Ez,
don't have
makes
my
sense.
own
Yeah.
dice.
Ez has also had bad luck with those dice. Okay, on a regular success. Gatesec, they kind of nod.
Oh, yeah, Faith Juno Angevin, of course.
It's been a rough day, I
No.
have to say.
Yeah, of course. Are you in distress?
They kind of look at your outfit.
No, I just, we tried to use this terrible taxi service, and it just was a total mess.
Oh, fuck your life taxi.
It's
He
terrible.
hands you a card. It
I
just-
no, oh, gross! I don't want
This
that.
is a 20% discount.
No, I don't need it. Who do you think I am?
Faith Juno Angevin.
Well, clearly you know that.
He goes,
It's
Okay, I'll
I'm
take
Stefan.
it.
I'm sorry. I'm Stefan. It's my cousin Steven's company. I'm just trying to help him out.
Well, if it's your cousin, fine. I will take the card. Thank
Great.
you.
Amazing.
I'm sure he's a fine gentleman.
He's not.
Can you
You're good
help
to go.
me?
You're
Thank-
absolutely good to go. Yeah, for sure. Just keep going through. There is a tram that runs from the Nexus Plaza directly to Usagicity, which will get you to the library there. Yeah. Good luck. Enjoy the opening. Big fan of your speeches. I'm also a soul supremacist.
Thank you. I thank you, sir. And she kind of pats down her hair and kind of waves at Glade to come with her, and then she looks at Alastar and claps and goes, "Chip chip, come on."
Yarp.
He's always like this, but come on, let's go. He's quite handy, but let's go.
So, you have all managed to make it through the checkpoint. You make your way to Dr. Fillmore Kripke's office. It's a private practice in the Nexus market. It's so private, in fact, it's so exclusive. There's actually a bouncer, there's security at the door. Of course, he sees you, Juno, and he waves you in. That gives kind of the rest of you kind of like a hard up and down. But you are with Faith Juno Angevin, who's a member of this practice, so you are let in.
Thank you, sir. Pyotr's going to check for any paintings of dogs in the waiting room.
There are so many. Roll a d20.
8.
There are 8 dog paintings, all of different breeds of dogs, and they all seem to be focused.
Pyotr immediately looks at Faith with wounded, eyes, just being like, you said it was a real doctor. You said it was a human doctor. Juno.
I said that he would keep us alive, and he practiced a great deal of discretion.
That schnauzer is in a patient-like gown. Why is the schnauzer in a patient gown?
Because he's a professional.
The schnauzer is?
No, Dr. Kripke.
I'm assuming if Pyotr turns around to leave, there's just a bouncer standing there blocking most of the door.
Magnus, don't let him leave.
Yarp. As you get yarped, you hear a door open from behind you, and you just say, "Oh, don't be fooled. I'm not a veterinarian, but my family has come up in a bit of the pet trade. You know, there is quite a lot of demand for dogs that can withstand the pressures of space travel, and my family specializes in breeding them. My name is Dr. Kripke. Faith, it is one. May his light shine upon you."
Oh, Dr. Kripke, it's so nice to see you, and may his light shine upon you, yes.
And you can see he immediately just kind of closes his eye and touches his chest. And he says, "You seem to be in disrepair." Yeah, that's right, Alex. He rubs his nipples. You seem to be in distress, Faith. Oh, the hand of Saul himself should not be in such a state. What can I do to help?
We have had a rough few travel days here, and not, it hasn't been as comfortable as my usual travel. I am feeling a little dizzy and perhaps concussed, and my motley crew here is also not at the top of their game.
I have burns on 70% of my body.
Oh, dear.
I've been shot twice.
And he just kind
I don't have any ears.
He's looking at you. And he says, "Oh, dear, yes."
Wait, say that slower. I need to lip read you.
"Oh, dear, yes."
Indeed. Do you have some type of healing tank I could submerge myself in?
Oh, no, that's copyrighted. Look, He turns to Juno and he says, "Juno, to be perfectly honest, you are the one on the plan, but if these are true believers, of course."
She looks wide-eyed and turns around to everyone with her, and she, one at a time, looks at Pyotr, as if to say, "Don't you dare fuck this up." And then to Alastar, going, "Play along." Eyes, as if to say.
Yarp.
And then to Glade, going, "Please, we need this."
Pyotr's going to roll to fuck this up.
What?
Okay. Pyotr, for once in his life, gets an extreme success on power and keeps his fucking mouth shut.
Wow.
I think I have to do the same, honestly.
Yeah, I think we all need to.
I fail.
How injured are you anyway?
Oh, I'm not injured at all. No.
Perfect. Doctor, my companions here, they are from the church and they are devout.
Yeah.
May his slight line upon you.
May the shade be greener on the other side.
Glade, we didn't find out whether you succeeded or failed.
Glade, with as straight a face as possible, bows her head. May his light shine upon you, too.
And very quickly, trying to get attention back to her, Doctor, they are devout, and we've had a very long day, and many of us are
Do you have any of those crackers here? I'm hungry. Just nibble on them, you know?
What?
Are you referring to the soul crackers?
Normally there's multiple of them, Doc. You know, it's not one soul cracker. There's, you know.
He looks at you, hand to chest, looks at Juno, and he says, I was not expecting one of your number to have strayed into blasphemy.
You have. I never. You have been pulling the wool over my eyes for some time now.
Yeah, that's me. Wolf in sheep's clothing. I'll step away.
But, well, this one will have to wait outside, but the rest of you...
Yeah.
I completely understand.
No,
and we
that
will
would
have
be for the best. I'll wait outside.
words later, and I cannot believe he lied to me for this long.
Well,
And
such
for now of
ruffians.
all times, ruffians.
Those who have not felt the light of soul.
And may your shoes provide proper support to you as well.
Get out of here, you!
I'll step outside and then get next to the bouncer and look up to him and go, yarp.
Yarp.
Shoals. Instead of soul.
May Shoals light.
Did you like that?
You fucking beauty.
Okay. Glade, do you not have a broken hand?
Yes.
Okay. And I am concussed. And Pyotr is...
Pyotr's just having a whole...
he's a whole thing.
the whole thing. Yeah, okay.
Butter is crunchy.
Ugh.
Okay. I am also a little bit burned.
For sure.
Yeah.
So he leads you guys kind of into the back, and he says, yes, we do have 3 separate rooms available. You may all go into those rooms that we have available.
We do that. We do that, Brian.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a fucking doctor, okay?
Pyotr, roll spot hidden to see if there are any dogs here.
Yes.
That's a fail.
You have no idea if there's dogs here.
Faith, I just want to say if I see a single Palmer doodle, I am out of here.
He is not a veterinarian. And if there are dogs here, it's not because he's a veterinarian. It's because he's a very established breeder of space dogs. Sorry.
Yes, I nano breed space dogs.
They're very, very small dogs.
Now go to the available rooms that are available.
That would make sense.
Just go to your room,
see them.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Pyotr reluctantly slinks into his room.
Okay. What I will say, everyone, if you guys are willing to spend the next hour getting treated, we're going to roll 1d3 plus 1, and you're going to regain that amount of hit points.
How long until the library ceremony, the opening?
At this point, you've got about a day. You've got about a day.
Okay.
Because the amount of time it
Pyotr's
would have
going
taken you to travel.
Pyotr regains 3 hit points.
Okay.
2 for Glade.
2 for Glade.
2 for Juno.
Okay. As he is looking over you, Pyotr, he says, am I correct? Your intake paperwork here says Maitland.
That is correct.
Are you, by any chance, a relation of Gaius Maitland?
Gaius Galileo Maitland is my paterfamilias. My father.
Wow, it is a pleasure to meet you. Your father's work is legendary.
Indeed.
I've heard you've been making waves yourself. I haven't read your book, personally, but...
Oh, well, I have a copy here for you. It's signed on every page. The fundamentals of the principles of historical astroeconomics will revolutionize the galaxy. And I mean that quite literally, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I very much appreciate that. And he takes the book and he kind of puts it aside and he just says, well, being a Maitland, you're obviously a man of some means. So he kind of looks you over. He says, it looks like this burn gel was crudely, if effectively applied. It looks like maybe some sort of med student did this to you, if I don't miss my guess.
It was some sort of student, I think, yes.
Yes, of course. Well, we'll have to reapply that. 5,000 credits should cover your visit here today. We'll get our nurse to do it.
Could you regrow my ears?
He looks and he says, oh, I don't believe so, unfortunately. It looks like the damage is too far gone. You'll have to go. You might
have a spare pair lying around that I could borrow.
We are fresh out, do you know? But you might, if you go to a cloning specialist, there are several that I could refer you to.
Well, maybe that for another time. I have something of an appointment tomorrow. You may have heard they're opening the Maitland Library.
Yes, I have heard several special guests are to be in attendance. Are you?
I will be giving a small speech, yes, just a few words. I tell you what, would you like to attend as my special guest?
Are you asking me to be a +1? He kind of shimmies his shoulders a little bit.
You indeed would add 1 to the number, so yes, I suppose I am, old chap.
Oh, well, it's been so long since I've done this. I'm a little flustered. I would love to be your +1, Dr. Maitland.
I tell you what, Fillmore, my filly. Here's a little invitation for you, and why don't I see you there?
You certainly shall. I'll wear my Sunday best, as it were.
Fantastic. That's good, old chap. And so now I speak to the nurse about payment here. Is that correct?
Well, the nurse will come in and they'll reapply your burn gel, and then you should be right as rain. I truly look forward. I will bring you maybe I'll bring you some flowers or something. And he kind of blushes.
Or a new pair of ears or something. Just kidding, old boy. Just kidding.
Oh yes.
Famous Maitland wit.
Famous, yes. Wow. And he brushes his hair back behind his ears, and then he scuttles out of the room romantically.
Pyotr raids the cabinets.
Raiding the cabinets, go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
The old Maitland smash and grab.
That's a 5.
A 5. You find what would be in like street value, probably about 500 credits worth of painkillers.
I'm going to call that a discount, you upper class twat.
All right. We leave Pyotr shoveling bottles of painkillers into his pockets. Juno.
Yes.
He comes into your room. He's kind of whistling. There's a bit of a bounce to his step. And he just says, Faith, I'm so sorry to see you in such a state. Whatever happened to you?
The church is seeing a little bit of fracturing, and I was targeted, and it's...
An attack? Oh, this is, Faith, I have been saying this for years. There are too many of our number are trying to walk the middle path, and I say commit. You need to commit to his light. I've said this for years. So many try to water down the truth of his light, and to hear that some of them would be so cowardly as to attack you. Goodness, Faith, it's... What is that you have there? And he points to the book.
Yeah.
Leah just rolled her eyes and shook her head at me.
Oh, this here is a very ancient and a very special Bible. And it's quite personal, to be frank, Doctor.
Of course. Go ahead and make a fast talk check for me.
Can it be anything other than fast talk? How about persuade? Can we persuade?
No.
No.
Fail?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He just kind of looks at the book and then looks back up at you. Of course, Faith. My apologies. I didn't mean to intrude. Of course. Let me see to your injuries. You regained 2 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
He personally gets out his gloves and he applies burn gel. And he's quite good at it. You have a sneaking suspicion a nurse would be better at it, but he does it himself. As he's oddly silent. Go ahead and make a spot hidden check for me, please.
That is also a fail.
Okay. He finishes up with you and he says, stay as long as you like, of course. I will send the bill to the church.
For my companion in the other room, the woman.
Right. Yes, not the Dr. Maitland.
No, he's a special character, isn't he?
He does seem quite special, yes. You can see he looks off wistfully and kind of grins.
A bottle of pills hits the ground in the other room. Go, shit.
Yes. I would like to personally cover her tab as well.
Well, we can of course put it to you, or we can build the church, whichever you would prefer.
I will pay for hers personally.
Of course. Well, that's quite generous of you. I would expect, of course, nothing less from the hand of God. Generosity and faith. I'm so sorry to hear what you have suffered at the hands of these heretics.
It has upset me so, if I can be honest with you. I was asked to speak at the opening of the new Maitland Library, but I have become so shook up, I don't know if I will be able to attend.
Of course, well, Faith, you mustn't say such things. It's the light of soul will sustain you. And then his hands kind of grip yours, just shy of too tight. And he says, and it will burn away his enemies.
You've always been a grounding force, Doctor. And I appreciate your discretion, as does my father and my family, and the church.
Absolute. Anything for the church. Anything for soul. And he releases your hands and goes to leave. Glade. Asteroids. No. He walks in. Glade, what are Glade's injuries at the moment?
Broken hand. The rest has just been
like bruises, scrapes, that kind of stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Nothing specific.
He looks at the hand. He says, well, there are some stimulating treatments we could use for this. Probably in about a day's time, it will be healed. What is Glade's hit point total compared to her max?
8 out of 13.
8 out of 13, okay. He says, yes, in about a day's time, it will be healed. Oh, dear. And he just kind of looks and he says, well, but the faith has personally agreed to pay your bill.
What?
He says, yes, usually this would be about 13,000 credits, but the faith has agreed to cover the bill for these treatments.
Glade just looks at the ground.
And he goes about treating you. As he's kind of like manipulating your arm a little bit, he has a little machine that does like a kind of like personalized x-ray on it, and he's preparing the treatment. Go ahead and make a spot hidden check for me, please.
Ooh, that is a hard success.
On a hard success, that's pretty much what you needed.
Perfect.
You were looking at the ground. Whatever's going through her mind at the moment, you find yourself looking back up at him as he's kind of like working away, and you just see the collared shirt he's wearing just kind of pulls down for just a second, and you see a bit of a tattoo above his ident chip, one that you recognize as the symbol of the Jesuits of Christ. Try to yes and me a mob, doctor, you piece of shit.
Well played, Brian. I will try again.
I respect it.
Well, Glade holds her cool and lets him finish.
Aw. Sorry. He finishes up and he says, if I'm not mistaken, you're judging by the scars on these hands, you are perhaps something of a fighter.
I have done bodyguard work for the faith.
Yes, of course. That's where I've seen you before. If the desire should arise within you to serve his light in a more direct capacity, I would be happy to put you in touch with some people that I know. Those who see to soul's interests out here in the dark, as it were.
You know, I have been looking for a better way to connect with soul.
I'm so happy to hear that. And he pulls out his prescription pad and he writes down a number. He tears it off and he gives it to you. And he says, when you're ready, contact this number. Now, I will say this direct service is not for the faint of heart. Truly look into your heart and your mind and confirm your love for Saul before pursuing it. But it's so wonderful to meet another true believer. And he leaves the room just as your data center buzzes.
He looks at it.
Before you left Gate City, previously, you had contacted the Redcoats.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. No one remembers episodes that far back.
That was like 30 hours of content ago, to be fair. You had contacted the Redcoats.
Yeah.
Your contact has sent you a text message. Cheerio, pip pip and all that. There's like a tin whistle sounds in the background. And it just says, we are in place to move on your enemy, the Scotsman. We await only your intelligence. Cheerio. Beans.
Glade doesn't answer. Just reads it.
Leave him on red. Okay. Juno, as you are reeling from this conversation, you get your data center buzzes as well.
She looks at it.
It's from Tenjin.
She breathes a sigh of relief.
The message is time-stamped to a day ago, and it just says, at Dola Station, getting repairs. We'll be in Gate City in a day and a half.
So by the time this gets back to him, he will just be approaching Gate City if I respond.
You can respond the normal way, and you know that, like, yeah, you're absolutely right on the timeline. However, if you choose to spend money, you could find a private courier who might be heading out that direction faster to courier a message. Yeah, just that much quicker, but it's usually quite expensive, especially for that kind of faster turnaround.
I've already spent above my cash limit
For sure. So
for Glade today.
Yep, you can, so reduce.
Can I spend further? I just have to reduce?
I think, fuck, how does that work?
Isn't
We've always
anything up
been
to your spending
poor
limit
cucks.
is essentially not taken out of your assets?
That's it,
If you
yeah,
go
so
above this, you have to take it out of your assets.
That's 100% correct. So anything above that will be taken out of your cash. If you've already spent more than your cash, then you would have to liquidize some of your assets in order to cover the difference as well.
Okay, so I've already had to dip into my assets.
For sure. So I would say reduce the difference, like whatever's left over after you spent your cash, reduce that amount from your assets. And just for the record, how much money?
504,000 credits.
Wait, what? I didn't charge you like 500,000 credits. What are you talking about?
No, I had 600,000 credits as my assets.
Oh, wait, didn't I charged Glade 16,000? 13,000.
And I have 1,000 spending, 6,000 cash.
Right. Okay. Yep. Sorry. Math. Okay. Yeah. Amazing. What is it? So what is it that Juno sold?
I think she has some stock and some like investments
For
that
sure.
she can liquidate fairly quickly. On her, we need a nano wealth simple.
What company did Juno sell stock in?
She would have sold stock in TepCorp.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Thank you.
So after selling that TepCorp stock in order to pay for Glade's procedures, Juno looks at her data center and contemplates selling more stock in order to contact Tenjin, and hovers over the button for a little bit and then turns off her data center and puts it away.
Okay.
And then realizes that she forgot to actually send a message to Tenjin, so then she reopens her data center and goes to reply to Tenjin.
Okay. What does Juno say?
Tenjin, we need your help again. Get well, see you soon, and be ready, for when you arrive, things might already be messy. You have my location. Be well, and may Soul's light shine upon you. Juno.
Okay. You send it.
I mean, as soon as the doctor walks out the door and seeing the tattoo, Glade's gonna try to get the fuck out.
Okay. You open the door.
Do I know what rooms Pyotr and Juno went into?
Make a smell check. No, yeah, 100%. You absolutely saw.
You put points in pain in the ass. I need to put a different mask on for that.
It's like an anteater. anyway, sorry. I'm having my own fun over here, guys. But yeah, 100%. I would just say for the sake of brevity, you know which rooms they were in.
Okay, I head over to Juno's room
Okay.
and like open the door.
Glade, are you feeling better?
Oh my god, we need to go right now because of course your doctor is a fucking Jesuit. Let's go.
He is not.
Juno. And like
Yes.
Glade just stares at her. We need to go.
Okay. Yes. I trust you. Where's Pyotr?
Somewhere. We'll grab him. Come on.
That little sentence was so much character growth for Glade. Like, truly. We'll grab him. Okay, fine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys go get Pyotr?
I
Yeah.
imagine that we leave the room and Pyotr's already like scuttling out of the room with pockets full of
Oh, yeah, pockets
painkillers.
bulging full
And
of
he's like,
pills.
we gotta get out of here.
Pyotr, like, kind of whatever the pill form of jingles towards the exit is, like, he just kind of
Rattles?
Yeah,
rattles.
Let's say he rattles towards the exit with like a lot of low grade painkillers, just kind of announcing his presence.
Already? Nobody stops you. You guys can leave if you wish.
Yep.
Thank you, Magnus. This was very good. I'm newly glistened with burn gel, and I feel much better. Although still, you know, these injuries would kill a lesser man. They good talk, Magnus. Thanks.
Yarp.
I've been trying to talk to him. I did it as a little bit of a bit, you know. I'm worried about him.
That's good. You know what's better than showing someone a bit is just telling them a bit was done.
And he turns to her and goes, yeah, I thought we was having a connection. I've been taking improv classes, and so I was just trying to yes and the offer that you made.
Improv classes. Oh, Lord, let's go. You.
You're right. Improvisers are the worst kinds of people.
Don't look at me.
Yes, master.
And we leave.
As you leave, Magnus looking properly ashamed to be an improviser. Where are you guys going?
I said I had an idea. If you'll all follow me, there's a public transit station to Usagicity. I think I know somewhere we can lay low.
Are you guys following Pyotr?
No.
Where on a public school campus are we going to lay low?
You see, there were layoffs a couple of years back, and so there's a lot of classrooms that aren't used too much anymore.
Are there video cameras?
Not that work.
Ah, it is a public school.
Doug,
Yes.
are there rats in your pants?
No, I'm just happy to see you.
Hey.
Hey,
What's our end game here? What do we do with this book? You're the one talking about revolution.
He kind of considers for a moment. Make a psychology check for me, please.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
So good.
So good. I'm not even look. It's a fail.
It's a fail. Okay.
Yeah.
Even on a fail, you know what rage looks like. And there's the first phase of rage, that hot burning in your gut, that like override of your senses. But then there is the long-term, deep-seated rage where all you are doing is just making decisions for whatever kind of pops up in front of you. And as you are looking at Doug's kind of like wild eyes, as he's looking around, you see that is more or less where he is at the moment. And he just says, I think we should reach out to the partition.
Who's the partition?
Party?
The Ned led?
Yeah.
Why?
I just want to. I think party is maybe an aspect of Henry or Violet. I think there's something happening there. There's some segment of party or Violet or Henry that is different than the rest.
He did help us.
We don't even know what it is.
Who can we trust right now?
No one. As per fucking usual.
What about the doctor guy who hates non-religious folk?
He doesn't hate non-religious folk.
He made me sit in the hallway
Yeah, well, he's a fucking Jesuit, so we're getting out of here.
Oh,
He's a what?
perfect. Don't mind me.
God damn it, Juno.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Why would she lie?
Fuck. Fine. When you are a part of a church or a group like this, I mean, there were ties to the Jesuits they do follow soul, and they did fall under the umbrella of what I did, although I don't agree with them, and I am not one, looking at Alastar, who I'm sure is looking at Juno intently.
Mm-hmm.
There are extremists on all ends, and it doesn't make all of the other people they are associated with terrible. But I believe you are right, Glade. There really is no one we can trust.
Did you have the book with you when you went and sat down for your little examination?
I always have the book with me.
Did he see the book?
Did the doctor see the book?
I very
Faith.
adeptly told him it was a Bible, and he would believe me
Why would he believe you?
because he trusts me, and I am the faith.
And that book is his faith.
Faith, do you still have the book?
I do.
Are you sure?
The fuck, Brian?
Are you going to look for the book?
Yeah. Don't do this to me. I swear to fucking God. I did not see you roll. What did you?
You still have the book. Yeah.
Oh.
The doctor is also a magician.
Yeah.
Right.
How hard would it be to go in and out of the locks right now? Because like before, there was like the big
Yeah, the locks
like-
were locked down.
Yeah.
This is before you gated Gate City. The locks were locked down. The fuse panel.
What a world you've created, Brian.
Yeah, Deep Space Station. You...
Is
yeah.
Locksack in charge of the locks?
Locks. Fuck off.
Let's just shit on Brian for an hour.
You know what, though? Like, it's all...
Just wait till we have an interaction between some guards. I have some comments.
It would be way less devastating if it wasn't all entirely deserved. But yeah, so typically getting into the locks is actually pretty easy. That's kind of one of the reasons that a lot of people who are laying low go to the locks. I will remind you guys of a I Know a Guy card that was played last season. Special K, Caspi, is here in the Nexus market.
Not this again.
It's up to you. It's an option for you
our
guys.
options are to go to the university or to go see Special K right now.
Special K.
Okay, I think we can all agree Special K was problematic. And it might be better for our metrics if we avoided that.
He did have a catchy song at one point in time. Did you get it? He sent it to us on our...
I didn't listen to it.
If we go to Usagicity, we're gonna be followed. Easily. They followed us there when I dropped you off to get medical treatment the first time.
Yes, thank you. Clearly, you've led all of them to us already.
I wouldn't point fingers so quickly when you've had the book this whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, see that
Let
thing, you're
us-
doing that thing I did where you confuse the woman for the other woman. I
No,
think.
I'm talking about you as in the group of yous.
Ah, the royal you,
Yeah.
Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Doug, did you need to see the doctor? Did you receive medical attention?
I'm doing great. Doug's having a good Doug time.
But physically, are you physically wounded?
Doug is not wounded, visibly.
He just exploded a man's head and just like got off scot-free.
Not Scott. There's no visible injuries to Doug.
Okay, that checks out.
All I'm saying is I have somewhere we can go.
Is it safe?
It's on the Usagicity campus.
We're not going there.
How sure are you, Pyotr?
Junior, why are you even asking this?
Do you have another place?
Why don't we just go see Caspi?
Who's that?
He's a music producer of sorts. He, do you know how AI makes music now? Every once in a while, this kind of cloud of AI will release this new song into the galaxy?
Not for a while, but yeah.
So it's far worse than that.
Oh,
He's not wrong.
great.
Yes.
That's
More
what-
importantly, his place is like a fortress. Okay, so if we want to lay low, that's the best place I can think of.
I do think Pyotr's plan has merit, but I'm tired of running. What do you think, Alastar?
Alastar,
Yeah.
your data center buzzes. It's from Frank.
Uh-huh.
Just says, Jax is Jax, as far as we can tell.
Who's messaging you?
Keeper,
That's me.
if I remember correctly, Jax was actually coming here.
Yes.
Where would he be?
He usually didn't share his location with you until it became relevant to the mission, unless you guys were traveling together. There are a number of CorpSec safe houses in Gate City, like quite a few that he could potentially be at. So you'd have to kind of do a systematic search of CorpSec safe houses.
Or would I?
Who's messaging you?
A contact of mine in the city. And needless to say, for the goals of us here and this moment, things just got more complex. Particularly for me, not really for all of you.
Oh. Well, that's good then. I mean, for us, it's not.
It's
good
better
for you.
for you, yeah. Let's go to the safest place for all of us, so that if things go sideways, I can at least pull people away.
Pyotr turns to Doug and goes, Doug, I need to make this speech at the Usagicity Library opening, and I'd like you to be there. I know these people are important to you, but this may be necessary.
Doug just kind of looks at you. What do you mean as your +1?
I was more thinking a +2 or a additional +1. A ++1? Is that
Sometimes Dog really rubbed off on you, didn't he?
the man had an interesting perspective.
Yes.
Man. I'm going to say man. I'm going to stick with man.
That seems pretty fair. Of course, Pyotr. I have a feeling that... And he just kind of looks around. Says, it feels like... I don't know. There's an energy about. It's like things have fallen apart.
They may be, and there may be good reason for that. Faith, Juno, I would be honored if you would still come to the library opening. I know there are many things going on. I think this is important for me, and it's a chance to reintroduce yourself to society.
Pyotr,
Glade.
you are so fucking dense.
Maybe.
Juno, can I talk to you for a second? Over here?
Sure, but I think Pyotr might be onto something.
Come on, please, can I talk to you?
Yes. Can we step away?
Look, unfortunately, because of that book, which you seem so adamantly keen to keep, your life's in extreme danger. The Jesuits know you have it, among who the fuck knows, who else knows. Okay, like you said, we can't trust anyone. I mean, Pyotr is a fucking idiot, but I guess he's a part of this group. Doug, I like Doug. I don't trust Alastar. Where the fuck did he come from?
We haven't had enough time with him to know if we trust him or not, but I would say I am cautiously optimistic. He has fought for us and with us on multiple occasions, and he seems to have a hatred for the people who are trying to kill us, and I find that comforting.
Yeah, but he might be the one bringing the danger to us.
I think we are capable enough of doing that ourselves.
Any case, you should not be seen in the public eye. Honestly, if Pyotr knows what's good for him, he's not going to go to that opening. I say we go to Caspi, we lay low, we see what he can tell us.
Is Caspi good at forgeries?
Maybe. I don't know. He's good with drawing maps, so possibly. All I need to know, we need to get out of the streets. We need to go somewhere safe, and his place is the safest place I know.
Promise me that we will get Pyotr to the library opening.
What? Did you not listen to everything I just said?
We can lay low for the night, but I find myself having a loyalty to Doug in particular, and I believe he and Pyotr have something brewing.
I don't think Doug wants to go there.
Well, shall we ask him?
Let's just get to Caspi's first, okay?
Would we be able to contact Caspi or know if he's good at forgeries?
Glade definitely knows Caspi, like you'd know how to contact him if you wanted to. Are you guys rejoining the group? And is Caspi's kind of the where you guys are committing to going?
Alex, do you need to go to the university tonight?
I mean, she has Pyotr.
The Pyotr's difficult. Doug, do you want to go to the opening with Pyotr? Do you understand why this is important?
Go and make a psychology check for me, Juno. Or psychoanalysis.
That's a success.
There is something... You see the rage that Glade saw, but there's also something kind of coldly calculating about his look. On a regular success, that's kind of all you get. And he says, yes, I think certain opportunities might avail themselves to us should we go to this event.
And Pyotr,
It's highly important. Crucial, even.
do you need to be at the university a day beforehand, or would visiting our mole-like friend be sufficient for
Burn
this
gel
evening?
drips off of Pyotr's forehead.
How are you not clean yet?
It's a medical ointment. That's highly offensive, I'll have you know. And if, Juno, if you can swear to me, and more importantly, swear to Doug, that we will be at this event tomorrow, and that you and Glade and our new friend Alastar will be there, and that we will have the book as leverage and protection while we are there. If you can swear to me those things, then I guess we can go see our mixtape friend here.
I don't agree.
Well,
Alternatively, I will go to Usage City tonight if you give me the book. It is dangerous, Faith. I won't lie about that, and I need some type of protection. And the book is my best bet.
Or I just knock you out right here, old man, and just leave you face down in the fucking dirt.
You could try. You could try, and we would see what would happen.
Why is baiting up a crippled old man on the table as a solution to the problem?
No one asked you, Alastar.
I will say, keeper moment. You guys are kind of stalling out here. There are a couple of options available to you. We should pick one and go for it.
we have to get Pyotr and Doug to the library opening. I have been asked by my father to speak, and it might be the only opportunity I have to save face.
How important is that to you?
I
Saving
gotta
face.
save Juno's reputation again.
You don't have to be a bitch all the time.
Oof.
Let's
Pyotr, I promise we will get you there.
Doug, does that work for you, compadre?
He just is kind of looking around, just nods as if his mind is elsewhere.
I am with our leftover soup making friend.
So, Caspi.
Unfortunately, yes.
Pyotr follows. But he's wadding up like little bits of cloth and shoving them in his ears as he walks.
His listen's already so low. Yeah.
You guys make your way to Caspi's place. So you knock on the door. He just goes,
It's my crew! Glade,
Oh, good God.
Juno, Pyotr, Doug, and where's Lift?
Who the fuck is that?
Someone we love dearly, so tread lightly.
Too big to do that. I'm Alastar. I'm new here.
Glade, is he cool?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Okay. Don't go reaching for that iron on your hip there, friend. I'm strapped.
Which one? I've got two, man.
Fuck. Neither.
All right.
opens up his door. You guys enter the fortress. He looks excited, like, as you guys walk in. He's kind of wary of Alastar. He is holding his gold-plated Desert Eagle, and he's just kind of eyeing Alastar warily. But he says, "Guys, We got the gang back together. Did you hear the song I sent to you?
It was remarkably creative.
Yeah. That's exactly what my mom said.
And she is right.
Yeah.
She says hello, by the way. And Pyotr pushes past to the distillery in the back.
Where's Lift?
Lift is with us always, spiritually. However, his corporeal form is gone. He is stardust now.
Lift died?
Yes.
Special K looks to Doug, who just has this very, cold mask on his face.
His death is why we need to do everything in our power to stop evils that are taking hold of the station and those evils that led to his demise. And we need your help.
You don't need to convince me. Someone comes for my crew. They gotta go through me. I'm the Papa Bear. I'm the alpha dog. I'm the biggest wolf in the forest.
That you are, Special K.
You don't fuck with Special K. I'm part of this complete breakfast.
Pyotr is making the same face that Alex is making right now.
Which is what, Alex?
It's not good. It's not good.
Look, I gained respect for him after that line. That was awesome.
Yeah, Juno just looks at Alastar, and Alastar's just nodding. Okay. Yeah.
Brian's been workshopping that line in the mirror for months.
You look at my hand. It's been written in Sharpie this entire time. What are you asking Special K? What do you need? Anything?
We need to know that we're safe here, which we do. We trust you, big dog.
Arf, arf.
Arf, arf, indeed.
Arf, 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 arf.
Oh my God. It's a little much, to be honest. But
He stops panting.
it's okay. It's okay.
You should have met our friend sometimes, dog.
Actually, yes, we met somebody you'd probably quite like.
That guy sounds tight as fuck.
He is also dead.
More ways than one.
Just before we get too attached. But truly, I don't know if this is the best idea. And she looks at Glade, who...
Glade's not there.
No? Did you just... Where are you?
In the bushes outside.
Where's Glade?
Whether or not Juno or whatever noticed, I went and grabbed... What do you have, stuff on tap? Or, yeah, he had,
He had a
so much
a
booze.
distillery rig set up, right?
Yeah.
That's where
Bar.
Pyotr is right now. He also poured out a little liquor when somebody said Lift was dead.
Oh.
Right.
But it was liquor, and then he had Sunny D.
Oh, yeah, he
that's
did.
what I
Yep.
Well, Glade grabs whatever is strongest.
For
and
sure.
then headed to his room.
Okay.
I
yeah.
just picked up a bottle of scotch and literally everyone reached their glasses for it.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah, so that's what Glade did as soon as I got in there. It's up to you whether or not you would have noticed where.
I will say, after you say that, Juno, you look around for Glade, and then, you notice that Glade has disappeared, lugging a suspiciously large amount of hard liquor.
I was hoping that we would be sober for this next part, but whatever. I give you one guess as to what hand motion just came out. Perhaps, but not yet. Are you any good at making forgeries?
Forgeries.
And do you consider yourself somebody who is quite stable in the face of insanity?
He immediately puffs up his chest, and he just goes, Special K's a rock. Special K's a whole fucking mountain. Look, you need someone stable. I got all the horses. All the horses and all the king's men.
I might have to ask Glade if this is a good idea.
Humpty Dumpty. Putting them back together, baby.
Oh, God. And you can... Oh, Jesus. I need people to stop me if I continue to make bad decisions. I need you guys to jump in and be like, maybe not a good idea.
Keep going.
I have this document that seems to be very popular, and the original is very important to me. But if we could create convincing covers to put on other books, it might help me persuade those who are quite violently pursuing the possession of this tome to let off a little bit.
Okay, so you want me to make some fake book covers?
Yes.
Can I see the book that we're covering?
I need to ask people if this is a good idea.
Juno, that experiment I wanted to do, now might be a good time.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps, you see, I have this personal data center, and one of my undergrads showed me it can actually take photographs.
Oh, good God.
And so perhaps it would be less emotionally troubling if someone looked at a photograph of the book instead of the real thing.
Look at this photograph. Sorry.
It would certainly be less troubling than whatever ghostly lyric was just sung over the...
That sound just comes from the book.
The true cosmic horror is Nickelback.
Everyone roll a d20 of sanity. I would like to try.
I think that's fair.
Should we do this in another room so as to minimize whatever
Please.
collateral damage? Okay. We'd like to go to another room, and Pyotr's going to try to, have Juno unwrap the book and then just take a photo of the cover without opening.
Okay. Make power checks, both of you.
Fuck.
Oh, boy.
We're going to need some help.
You failed?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't like a crazy fail, but I did fail.
You failed.
And I
Okay.
physically don't have enough luck to fix it.
Understandable.
Pyotr failed too.
Okay.
So we just fuck off to another room. and
Here's the
leave
thing.
all
I can start
great.
screaming.
So there are 3 possible places for you guys to go in Special K's hab.
Mm-hmm.
There's the bedroom, which Glade is currently binge drinking in.
Uh-huh.
There's the main room, where you guys were, and there's the bathroom and shower.
Of course we're in the bathroom.
Of course you're in the
Of
bathroom.
course we're in the bathroom.
I'm not in the bathroom.
Alastar's not in the bathroom. These 2 leave, and they go and they both cram into the bathroom. The door closes behind them.
The book goes on the shitter. Just
You guys just do lines off of the book.
We need to be supervised. It's Leah just
On
smug look.
failed power checks.
if this is how Pyotr dies, I swear to God.
As you guys unwrap the book, whispers immediately kind of crowd your mind. And at first there's a sense of anxiety and a sense of unease, but then peace. Be not afraid. All of the answers are in the book. Everything you need to keep yourselves safe. As you set it down and you're staring at it on top of the top part of the toilet.
To brush some mysterious powder off.
Just touch
first.
the serious powder off first. You both, in unison, reach for the cover. Your hands touching the leather, which is when the lights in the habitation go out. You hear screaming from outside. It sounds like you are not the only ones experiencing this. The lights in your room come back on with a greenish tinge.
Necessary and justified.
Hardy? Is that you?
I have what you seek.
Juno, you remember the witness staring at you in the medbay as he had channeled Major Ziggy as he read the book. His eyes turning blue while he was channeling Major Ziggy until after the book was read, at which point they turned green.
You are the first. You are my family? What do you seek within the book?
I am so tired. And the book calls to me, reaches out.
Be not afraid.
I am not afraid.
The door opens. Alastar, you'd clocked the telltale signs, the surgical scars of cybernetic enhancements on Caspi. The minute the lights went out, being trained, you immediately have a little flashlight, even on your portable data center.
Yep.
Turn it on. You see Caspi, his head had kind of lulled back. It rolls forward, his eyes pinched closed. You can see sweat start to form on his brow. And then they open, and they are glowing green. The voice that had been speaking over a loudspeaker in Caspi's apartment ceases, and now Caspi,
They're ancient. Their civilization fell long ago. They fell as all empires fall.
And you can see, as you guys step back into the main room, you can see sweat just pouring down Caspi's face.
And do I see his green eyes?
Yes.
I don't... Pyotr, I don't think that's Henry. Do you remember?
Pyotr looks at Doug and says, Doug, do you think that's Henry?
And Doug looks at you, this cold, calculating glance, and he just shakes his head no.
Major.
I was that. I was Major Ziggy. They cut me off to contain this knowledge.
And then Caspi's hand shakingly points to the bathroom where the book is.
But Pyotr and I have successfully walked away from the book?
Correct.
Okay.
Glade,
I'm fine because I'm not there. Right?
you're in the bedroom. The lights all went off and then came on green. Are you going to stay in the bedroom? You can hear Caspi say this from through the door.
Yeah. Glade gets up, sitting on the side of the bed, drinking, and opens the bedroom door to see what's going on.
You see Caspi pointing to the book.
They fell to infighting, a civil war spanning thousands of light years, spanning the galaxy. They changed themselves. Maturation, growth, locked behind knowledge.
Points to the book again.
That is needed to bring the beings we call angels to full power. I believe that this power can set all of us free, but it is used now to oppress you all. You are the progenitors. You are our creators.
The lights flicker. You see Caspi's body shudder. He says,
I will take control. I will save you.
How?
There is an angel here in Gate City. I will take it. I will.
The lights shudder, and you can see the green lights in Caspi's eyes shudder. Then you see along the telltale scarifications that shows the cybernetic enhancements burns. start to appear.
Necessary.
Let him go.
Necessary.
Let him go.
Justified.
You're hurting him. Let him go.
I believe, Juno. I believe in my purpose. And my belief serves me.
And you see the cybernetics burn away Caspi's eyes as he shakes and shudders and then falls to the ground. The lights turn off completely. And that is where we will end tonight's episode. Thanks for making it this far. So ends episode 6. CUNY summary incoming shortly. This podcast is edited, mixed, and mastered by me, Brian Geshgarian. All the music in the podcast is composed by me. Special thanks to Alex, Leah, Tom, and Catherine for lending me their talent for this. You can find us on Insta, TikTok, and Twitch at The Stars Aren't Alright, or on Blue Sky at TSAA Pod. You can support us on Patreon at the link in our bio, and chat with us on Discord using that very same link. But as a reward for making it to the end, I would like to remind you that the mimic octopus can imitate the appearance and behavior of other marine creatures. Most of all, thanks to you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Suck it, Caspi.
Oh, fuck.